Hey guys, this is Candy and welcome to my channel. If it's your first time, a special welcome to you. If you're a return viewer, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you guys for checking out today's video. Today we're doing a feeding braid. Yes, something that is a little bit out of my comfort zone. I'm not usually too keen on taking on the challenge of doing feedings because I don't think I'm great at it. But guess what? We are all about rising to challenges, and so that's what I am doing, taking on the challenge even though it's not necessarily very comfortable for me. So I'm starting off the style by just parting off a circle in the center of her head, and you might be wondering why. I understand the question, but why I'm doing this is because it will, one, help to create additional volume for the style for her ponytail. So those individual braids will help to create additional hair for the ponytail. And secondly, it gives the braids that are being made upward more room, so that they're not actually on top of each other, if you understand what I mean. Anyway, so I'm starting off the style by doing a knotless single braid and just going ahead and adding tiny pieces of hair to the braid as I go along for that knotless effect. And the knotless method is very important for this style because you need for the hair to be movable without it being too tight on her scalp. And so that's why I'm doing that method. Of course, the hair that you are using is the Outre pre-stretched expression braiding hair. You can use whatever brand or whatever length is suitable for you, and of course whatever color. All right, so I'm just braiding it out to the end, and once I'm done with that braid, I'm gonna just complete the other three braids. I'm only doing four braids in the middle, guys, and like voila, we are done with the four braids. And once that is done, we can move on to the meat of the matter with it, which is the feedings. All right, and for the front of her hair, I'm pretty much just braiding them straight back, and once we get to the sides, you will see how that looks. All right, so I'm starting off, of course, with her own hair for the feed-ins. And I do about maybe 5 or 6 revolutions of braids before I start adding the first piece of braiding hair. Make sure your braiding hair is small. You don't want to use bulky pieces if you want it to have a nice, natural, and seamless look. All right, so after every 2 or so revolution, I keep adding tiny pieces of braiding hair, and that will help to give it the volume that I am going for. And again, moving on to the second row, starting the braid off with her own hair, and do maybe 5 or 6 braid revolutions before I start adding the braiding here. All right, so now we're adding the first piece and continue 2 revolutions, then add another piece, 2 revolutions again, adding another piece. And once you see the thickness that you desire, then you do not have to add any more here. What I will do is add more hair. As soon as I get to the ponytail part, I will add additional hair just to get the length that I desire. And you guys may notice that once I get to the sides, then the parting is no longer going straight back, but it has somewhat of a curve, and that is necessary because of the positioning of the ponytail. You have to curve the parting so that everything ends up in the center of her head once you are done. All right, so now I'm at the back portion of her head and I'm just cleaning up the parting because for this hairstyle, guys, it's very important that your parts be neat and clean because it will make or break your hairstyle. All right. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see from a better angle and up close and personal how the braid is done. As you can see, I'm braiding her hair, then I added a piece of braiding hair, adding another piece, continue, add another piece again, continue braiding, and we're gonna just keep adding as necessary until I feel like the hair has the thickness that I'm going for. Then I will just, stop adding and just braid it until I get to that portion of the hair where the ponytail will be created, which is the ends of the braid, and add additional pieces just to give it the length that I desire. Okay, so just like that, we're all done with the braiding, and now it's time to do the finishing touches. Of course, you have to trim up the hair to make sure that you get rid of all of the flyaways and make sure the hair is nice and neat. And once that's out of the way, I'm just gonna go in with my flexi rods and curl the ends as per her request. And yeah, I'm just installing about four of those flexi rods, four or five of them. And once that is done, we are ready to, of course, use our hot water to make sure that the hair curls properly and it is nice and sleek. And once you undo the curls, you can see how nice and defined they are. I just went ahead and removed all of the flexi rods, and just like that, we are done with today's look, you guys. I think I didn't do too badly. Let me know in the comments below what you think. For somebody who is not a cornrow or a fading specialist, let me know how it turned out. So I'm just using a hair tie to create that ponytail in the top. And we're just adding a little bit of hair charms just for some excitement, yes, and character. And just like that, guys, the hairstyle is done. Let me, of course, give you guys a 360 so you guys can see how it turned out. Not too shabby at all, if I might say for myself. Not too shabby at all. Yes, very cute, very age appropriate style, and it's suitable for a kid, and it can also be modified for an adult. Yeah, so this is it with a bun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will definitely catch up on my next one. Talk to you guys soon, and much love. Peace.